record. Okay. Okay. So, okay, so now when you do it, you put for your examiner LHS left-hand side colon. Okay, then you go 1 over cos theta minus cos theta over 1 plus sine theta. Okay, so you must now basically just simplify the left-hand side. Okay, so if you look at this sum, I want you to picture this, a kind of picture this as a like try to simplify it in your head, and I'll show you how. So on the side, right, try to picture this. Let's say you have 1 over 4 minus 1 over 8. Okay, so now how will you simplify this? How will you solve for this? What's the first step you will do?
LCD.
Without using a calculator. Sorry?
LCD.
There we go, LCD. So what's the LCD?
8.
Sorry?
8.
It is 8, but let me just spice it up a bit. Sorry for this. I'm going to use that. So what's the LCD now?
20.
Sorry?
20.
20, right? And how do we get the 20?
4 times 5 and 5 times 4.
Exactly. You said 4 times 5, which is 20, right? So now what next?
Times the 1 of the 1 over 4 by 5 and 4 by the 1 over 5.
So you say
5 times 4 on top.
5 times 1.
No, by that one times 5 and by the other one times 4.
So this one times 5 and this one times 4.
For the top.
Okay. So you see 20 divided by 4 times 5. I mean times 1. And for this one, you see 20 divided by 5, which is 4, times 1, which is 4. So you got 5 minus 4. But just try to remember the principle. Okay, so the principle was that divided by that times that. Okay, so 20 divided by 4 times 1, which is 5, and then 20 divided by 5, which is 4, times 1, which is 4. Then what's 5 minus 4?
1.
Okay, 1, of course. That's your answer. Now just picture this, right? Now, this is kind of this very same principle you're going to use when simplifying this. So you see 1 over a something minus something over something. Okay. So in this case, what's the first step you're going to do?
LCD.
There we go, LCD. And how did we get that LCD? We multiplied the denominators. You see, 4 times 5. So that's like the 4 and that's like the 5. You understand? So what we're going to do, we're going to say cos theta times 1 plus sine theta. Do you see that? So that's my LCD. You see? So the next step is we have to get now our numbers, right? What do we put in here and what do we put in here? Okay. So it's again the same principle. Remember, you take your LCD, you divide it by this denominator and multiply it by the numerator. So we take this LCD, we divide it by cos theta. So if you divide this by cos theta, what do you get?
And
Sorry?
for the cos theta divided by cos theta.
So remember, this is my LCD, right? So, so basically it's going to be cos theta times 1 plus sine theta. I'm running out of time. It's fine. I'll just do another meeting like when the time is up. Because like this meeting only like 40 minutes. So we have cos theta times 1 plus sine theta divided by cos theta. What do we get?
You times it by
Simplify. Can you see we can cross cancel here? I mean, we can cancel the cos theta out, you see? So then we're left with 1 plus sine theta. Okay? So you divide, so you take that D, not that LCD, you divide it by the cos theta, which means the cos theta will cancel out. You see that? Then we're left with 1 plus sine theta. Or this term here. This is a term. And then that term multiplied by 1 is so which number do we put here?
what did you say? I don't know.
Okay, so we have this LCT, right? Cos theta times 1 plus sine theta. We divided by the first denominator over here, which was cos theta, right? So we take that, we divide by cos theta, cancel out the cos theta, you get 1 plus sine theta. Okay, which is, see this 1 plus sine theta is one term. Okay, then you take that and you have to multiply it by the 1. What do you get?
1 plus sine theta.
Here we go. 1 plus sine theta. Anything times 1 just remains the same, basically. There's your minus, bring it down. Now the same principle you use for the second part. So help me out quickly. What are we going to do?
Times it 1 plus, times it cos theta by the cos theta.
Good. Because if you divide this by this, then the 1 plus sine theta will cancel out, right? So then we're left with cos theta. And then you say you times the cos theta with the cos theta. And then what you get? What's cos theta times cos theta?
Cos squared theta.
Correct. Correct. Cos squared theta. Okay. So, okay. So we have 1 plus sine theta minus cos squared theta. What can we do now? So what can we do? How can we simplify this further?
Cancel the 1 plus sine theta by the other one.
The thing is, we can't, because there's a minus. You see, if it was like this, times cos theta over cos theta 1 plus sine theta. If there was a multiplication sign there between this term and cos theta, then we could have cross cancel. Understand? However, there's no multiplication. There's a subtraction sign. There's a minus sign. You see? So we can't cross cancel. Okay? So So now I have to think of identities. Okay, so I'm thinking of, you see this cos, this one here over here, 1 minus cos squared theta. So if you look at your identities, just, okay. So you know sine squared theta plus cos squared theta equals to 1, right? So if you take this cos squared theta over, sine squared theta equals to 1 minus cos squared theta. You see that? So what I'm thinking that we can try to do is we can substitute, we can just take away this 1 minus cos squared theta and then just put there sin squared theta. Understand? Or plus sin squared theta. So it's like this can also be written as sin theta plus 1 minus cos squared theta over cos theta 1 plus sine theta. You see. So this 1 minus cos squared theta, we can replace it by sine squared theta. You see that? So just make a note of that. And then, so this sine theta, so remember this is sine squared theta, okay? Over cos theta into 1 plus sine theta. So, what are we going to do here? What do you think? So, I think like try to look at the sine theta as a variable, like x, for example. So essentially, this is almost like x plus x squared. So this it kind of mimics like x plus x squared. So what will you do?
Factorize.
Here we go, factorize. Okay. So what's common in both terms?
Sine theta.
There we go. Sine theta is common. So then master, just help me out, please.
Sine theta.
Okay, so we took out the common factor, right?
1 plus sine theta.
There we go. 1 plus sine theta over cos theta times 1 plus sine theta. What can we do now?
Cancel the 1 plus sine theta by the other one.
Well done. Cancel the 1 plus sine theta. And can you see we beautifully left with sine theta over cos theta. What's sine theta over cos theta?
Tan theta.
Well done. You see, tan theta. Okay. So, can you see? So now we did our left hand side separately. Don't do it together. There's no equal to sign here. You must never like add the equal to sign while working out the left hand side. Okay? Like don't add the right hand side while you're doing the left hand side. You must like do it independently until you can't anymore, like until you simplify it fully. And you can see there we simplified it fully. It's tan theta. And now we can say at the end of your question, you must write for your examiner. Therefore, left hand side equals to the right hand side. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna take a small break. 3-minute break. Then when we come back, I want to revise that last question on shapes. So I know like the sin cos tan rule. No, sorry, just sin rule, cos rule, and the area rule. Okay. And just like a 5-minute break. Okay. See you in